Hello, Rhonda here with a sequence of 7 gentle yoga poses for those who have tight hips. This is perfect for someone who's never done yoga before or you're a beginning yogi. I recommend using 2 blocks and a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a belt. There's a link in the description as to where I purchased these blocks. We're going to start with our breath work and a warm-up. We're going to start with our breath work and a warm-up in a nice tall seated position. If it helps to place a block underneath your bottom, go ahead and place it just right underneath that sacrum. Place your hands at the tops of your thighs, close your eyes. Let's focus on that breath work to start. Breathing in and out through the nose. Breaths of equal length. And with each round of breath, deepening the breath. Now incorporating the arms, we're going to inhale to sweep those arms up. Hands together, thumbs to heart center. 2 more times like this. Last time here. Let's bring our arms down by our side. We're going to take the right arm out to the side. Take an inhale. Exhale, flex up and over that bicep tracks right over the ear. Inhale, center. Left arm reaches up and over. Stretching out the sides of the body. We're going to be warming up the spine in all different directions before we start opening up our hips. 1 more on each side. Let's bring it back to center. We're going to connect our thumbs, reach both arms up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen, and then exhale to bow forward. Once your hands land the floor, just go ahead and relax the head and the neck. Maybe nod the head a little bit to release any tension you may have in your neck. And now slowly walk your hands back towards your center line. You're going to connect the thumbs once again. Inhale to lengthen. And then you're going to drop the head back as you reach those arms back. Coming into a light back extension here. One last breath. Bring it back to center. Now moving in rotation. Inhale to sweep both arms up. Exhale, turn over to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn over to your left. Continue to move in that nice fluid motion. One more in each direction. Bring it back to center. If you were sitting on a block, release the block. Now sitting onto your bottom with the soles of your feet together. Sit up nice and tall. Coming into our first pose, bound angle. So now from here you're gonna open up your feet like it's a book. You're gonna take your thumb and forefinger, grab onto the toes, the 2 big toes. Inhale to lengthen, and then exhale with that long spine, slightly shift forward. Baddha Konasana stretches the inner thighs and the hip flexors and may relieve symptoms of sciatica. Let's hold for about 2 more breaths here. And bring it back to center. Bring the knees together, stretch Both legs long out in front of you in Nandasana, staff pose. Sitting up nice and tall. Take an inhale to reach, lengthen, and then exhale forward, stretching out the hamstrings, the backs of the legs, and the lower back. On your next inhale, come back to that nice tall seated position, coming into our second pose for opening up those hips is seated wide angle. So opening up those legs. Take an inhale to reach both arms up. Lengthen through the spine once again, and then exhale. Bring your fingertips right in front of you, and then just slowly walk those hands forward. We're going to take 5 breaths here. Maybe with each round of breath, walking your hands a little bit more forward. Upavishta Konasana provides a deep stretch in the groin area, may relieve lower back pain, and promotes abdominal engagement. One more breath. Walk your hands back towards your center line. Bring your legs together. We're going to make our way into a child's pose. So, trying to get your hips towards your heels. Reach those arms forward in extended child's pose. Getting lengthened through the spine. Let's move in a flow here. Inhale to shift forward, and then exhale to shift back. Inhale forward into a modified plank position, and then exhale to shift back. Let's do that 2 more times. From here, let's hold the child's pose for about 3 breaths. Shift forward back into that modified plank position. You're going to take a slow bend in the elbows, descending until the front of your body's on your mat. Bring one hand on top of the other. Elbows are out to the side. You're going to flex your right knee out to the side so that your thigh is about a 90-degree angle from your lower leg. If you need extra support, place a pillow underneath your hips and your upper thigh area. And now over to the other side. Bringing that left leg out to the side, flexing at the knee. Makarasana is a gentle stretch for the hip and the groin area and may relieve tension, stress, and anxiety. 2 more breaths. Go ahead and bring that left leg to meet the right leg. Bring your hands right by your shoulders. Take an inhale, exhale. Shift the hips back into child's pose. And then from here, we're gonna come onto all fours. Roll the toes under. Hover the knees off the mat. And then shift those hips up towards the sky in downward facing dog. Pedal the heels right and left to warm up the backs of the legs. Maybe with each repetition, getting the heels to reach towards the floor a little bit more. Keep that nice lengthen through the spine. Now press both heels towards your mat. Lift your hips up even higher towards the sky. From here, you're going to reach that right leg high to the sky in three-legged dog. And then draw the right knee towards the nose. Bring the right foot in between your hands at the tops of your mats. Let your left knee rest onto the mat, bringing the top of the foot flat onto the mat. If you like, you can grab onto 2 blocks on either side of that foot. Anjaneyasana, your low lunge. And if you're ready, you can reach both arms up towards the sky, palms together, coming into that light back extension. Strengthening those thighs, opening up through the hip. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Anjaneyasana stretches the groin, opens up the chest, and strengthens the thighs. Hands come to heart center. Now, bringing your both hands on the inside of that right foot. Heel toe that foot out a little bit. Now coming into lizard pose. So you can stay here on your hands. If you have the flexibility, you can come onto your forearms, or you can come onto your forearms on your block. We're going to hold for 5 breaths here. Uttanapristhasana provides a deep stretch in the hamstrings and the groin area. Slowly make your way out of it. Heel toe that right foot back to center. From here, you're going to bring that right knee to meet the left knee and come back into child's pose. Come back into on all fours, roll the toes under. Lift the knees off the mat into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, reach the left leg high to the sky. You're going to draw that left knee towards the nose, and then you're going to bring that left foot in between your hands at the tops of your mat. Rest your right knee onto the mat. Bring the top of the foot onto the mat, preparing for low lunge Anjaneyasana on the other side. Again, keep your blocks handy if you need it. Inhale to sweep both arms up towards the sky. Let's hold for 4 more breaths here. Anjaneyasana can also improve concentration. Slowly making your way out of it. Now bringing your hands on the inside of the left foot, heel toeing that left foot out to the side. Again, you can either come onto your forearms on your mat, or you can come onto your forearms on your block. We're going to hold for 4 more breaths here. Lizard pose may also relieve symptoms of sciatica. Slowly make your way out of it. Heel toe that left foot back to center. Now Now bringing the left knee to meet the right knee, back into child's pose. Let's make our way onto our backs. Go ahead and roll your spine onto your mat. Straighten out your legs, moving into single leg wind removing pose. Let's start with that right leg. We're going to flex the right knee, interlace your grip all the way to the webbing, placing it on your shin. You're going to draw that right knee towards your right armpit. Pressing in a downward motion. Holding for 5 breaths here. Pavanamuktasana stretches the groin and thigh muscle. Go ahead and release your grip. Stretch that right leg long. Now drawing the left knee in, interlacing your grip all the way down to the webbing. And then pressing down on that shin, the left knee heads towards the left armpit. 5 breaths here. Single leg wind removing pose may also improve digestion and relieve stress. Slowly release. Bend both knees, bring both feet flat onto the mat, arms down by your side. We're gonna come into a light back extension here. Take an inhale to lift those hips up. You can also place a block underneath your sacrum. Makes for a nice relaxing bridge pose. Two more breaths. Slowly land your hips onto your mat. Now coming into our last hip opening pose is Happy Baby. So bringing the soles of the feet up towards the sky, holding on to the outside edges of the feet, and just massaging that lower spine, rocking from side to side. If you're having a hard time reaching for your feet, you can also use a strap underneath the ball of the feet and rock from side to side like so. Ananda Balasana stretches the groin area and the inner thighs. It relieves tension and anxiety and relaxes the body. 2 more breaths. And go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. Just allow the knees to drop out to the side. Bring the palms up in a receiving mode. Coming into final Savasana. Close your eyes, slow down the breath. Fold one knee over, coming into a fetal position. Slowly make your way on up into easy seated pose. Inhale those arms up, palms together, hands to heart. 2 more times. Namaste.